Welcome to the step-by-step presentation of Tomas.Mis. Tomas.Mis is a management informational system. First step of the implementation of Tomas.Mis is to put it on the top of the company database so that importing of the data is done automated every night. In this way, every morning users can view all the results of sales, production, inventories, costs and revenues, and much more in comparison to plan and previous years. In step 1, we'll look at standard cubes. On the left side, we click on the bookmarks section, so the menu expands. In Tomas.Mis, we already prepared standard cubes for some business areas, for example, like sales, finance, accounting, inventories, procurement, production, HR, so that we can offer to customers, and in that way we can shorten the time of MIS implementation. Every cube has also already prepared for different bookmarks. For example, if we expand sales, we can see already different cubes prepared on the list, which drops down. In this case, we have selected sales, and by basic view, we have selected by markets, which is pointed by this arrow symbol. I'll show you some standard tables and cubes. First, we double click under sales in basic view on by products bookmark. Now by clicking on specific products, we can get more details on every product, so we can drill down to the entire table. We can repeat that until we achieve the lowest level. When drilling down, we can also set traffic lights so we are alerted on specific values during the drilling down process. Now, if we move under production and produce quantity by products, we can also see that in production cube we have different dimensions. You can see that in rows, columns, filters, and production materials. So you can filter by warehouse. You can rotate dimensions here from columns to rows and from filter. Now we can move on to bookmark ABC by products price calculations. So now we can see price calculations, produce quantity and the calculated price together with the ABC analysis. Now we can move to another cube. We go under finance controlling. We close the production cube and go under finance controlling. In finance controlling, we select income statement. Double click on it. Again, as in production, finance controlling has different dimensions, different bookmarks. You can also rotate dimensions as in every column. We can also click to earn cost control by business unit. So I can show you also this table. And now we can move on to the ratios table on the bottom of the list. Here we can also see the added traffic lights in the index section. Now we open the operative finance cube. Here under receivables, we select average due. Here you can see your invoices that are past due by certain numbers of days. For example, under 30 days, under 60 days. You can see total average and average by markets and customers. We just have to wait for the content to load. Now we can move on to the bookmark inventories. And in the basic views, we select by materials and products. So we get this specific table of inventories sorted by materials and products. If we go under procurement, we select basic views and we select procurement by suppliers. So we can observe all our procurement by different suppliers. In the next steps, I will show you multiple functions of Tomas.Mis multidimensional tool. In step 2, we'll start by selecting members or filtering. We can filter data by selecting members of all dimensions, like months, years, products, market, sales channels, and much more. We double-click on the dimension month in the filter section. A new window opens, and now we go down the list and we select November and unselect December. We click OK to confirm our action. We wait for content to load. And now our data is filtered according to November and not December. In step 3, we'll focus on drilling down function. With drilling down, you can get more details on every table to explore and analyze where exactly is a problem, for example, in different markets or maybe products. We double-click on rows on Belgium on the plus sign, wait for the program to load the content. Now we can see different customers in Belgium, for example, 2 different partners in this case. In step 4, we'll talk about adding members to rows and columns. First, we click on By Markets bookmark. Then, we double-click on Measures. A new window opens and we put a check mark next to margin. We click OK to confirm. Now, we added margin section to the column data in our table. Step 5 is about rotating dimensions. With this rotation, every user can prepare their own views, and this can be done easily without the need for IT support if you want to see some table in a different form. First, we double-click on By Markets in the Bookmarks section. Then, after the content has loaded, we drag Years dimension in the columns above the measures. Then, we drag Measures in the Filter section. After that, we can double-click on the Years section and we select 2009 and 2010. Then we click OK to confirm. After that, we double-click on Measures in the Filter section. Here, we click Clear to unselect all the sections, and then we select Gross Value and click OK to confirm. In step 6, we'll see how to save current views for future use. When a user prepares a view that he thinks it would be useful for him for the future, he can save it as a bookmark. He can decide if this view is just personal or if it's for everybody to see it. Anytime when someone opens this view, the view will be refreshed with new data. Third, we will save the view from the previous lesson. We click on Add New Bookmark on the left side. We type name, by market, and years. We can leave the public field checked so it is visible to all users, and then we click on OK to confirm our action. Now we have saved our view, as we can see it here, by markets and years. Step 7 is about updating bookmarks. First, we double-click on By Market and Years bookmark. Then we go into Years dimension and select 2008 as well, and click on OK to confirm. Then, with a right click, we go back on By Markets and Years bookmark and select Update. As we see this info section pop up, we click on OK. We do this action again by right clicking on By Markets and Years bookmark and go to the Edit section. Here we add 2008 to 2010. We click on OK to confirm our editing. And now we can see the title of our bookmark is by markets in years 2008 to 2010. In step 8, we'll look into the charting interface. Whatever we see in the tables, we can also see on the chart. On the right side, we'll click on the chart section. Here, a new section opens to the left. With the plus and minus signs on the bottom, we can make it smaller or bigger. We can change the type of the chart by clicking on the pie symbol on the top, and we can move back to a vertical group with the left icon. We close the section by clicking back on charts. We can also click on the chart icon in the top menu. Here a new separate window opens up, so we can minimize it and close it when we are ready. In step 9, we'll talk about viewing and hiding rows or columns. Every user can hide rows or columns without data. It is useful when you have, for example, products in rows and you select one market and filter. You will then see in rows only products that were sold to this market in a certain period and not the whole list of companies' products. We have selected by market and years 2008 to 2010 bookmark. Here, in the rows section, we can uncheck hide empty. Now we can see all the markets, even those with no sales in this period. In step 10, we'll manipulate with the data. You can do a lot of things with the tables prepared in MIS. You can sort them, drill down to see more details, you can add traffic lights, make ABC analysis, you can find top 10 or top 20 data points, and much more. If we double click on a 2008 figure and on the top of our table, the data will sort in a decreasing fashion. If we double click again, the sorting will be removed. If we right click on a 2008 figure and go under sort, we can sort the data increasingly. If we double click on 2008, also this sorting will be removed. Now we double click on Slovenia to expand this data point. Then we go back on 2008 with a right click and we select traffic light and edit traffic light. In the top bound we type 20,000 and in the bottom bound we type 5,000. We click OK to confirm, and now our data points are flagged with green, yellow and red colors. If we want to remove the traffic lights, we right click on 2008 under traffic light and select remove current traffic light. We go back in 2008 and go under ABC. Then we click on edit ABC analysis. In group A we type 80 and group C we type 10. We click OK to confirm our selection, and now we see A, B and C letters next to our data points. To remove ABC analysis, we go back to 2008 with a right click, go under ABC and select remove ABC analysis. If we go back with a right click on 2008, we can go under limitation and select top X rows. We can select 5 for example. Now only top 5 data points in our rows will be presented. To remove this kind of sorting, we go back in 2008 with a right click and select remove sort. Now we can position our cursor on Germany. We right click on Germany, we can select isolate. And now our table will contain only data points connected to Germany. If we want to reverse this step, we can click on the back arrow in the top menu. If we click on this icon in the top menu, a mark field will open on the bottom of our screen. For example, we can type in greater than 20,000, and now our table will be highlighted with figures greater than 20,000. To remove the highlighting, we click on close on the right hand side of our screen. Now we position ourselves on the EU figure in the 2008 column. With the right click, we click on decomposition free. a new window will open. And now we right click on the square with the net value. Here we select drill down by sales channel. Then we go on the top sales channel and right click on it again. Here we select drill down by classification dot products. Here we position ourselves on the top product and right click on it again and select drill down by warehouse. To zoom on our decomposition tree to better see the data, we click on this icon on the bottom of our screens. Now we can close the window. We can go back to this figure in 2008 column and select, with the right click, we can select drill through. A new window will open with detailed data that you can sort by clicking on specific columns. Each cell can be later in an implementation project assigned that it can be open in other company applications, for example General Ledger or other ERP solutions for further details. In step 11, we'll talk about users calculation. First, we double click on dimension years and uncheck 2010. We click OK to confirm. Then we click on this sign in the top menu and we select sum and put it in the selected section. We'll click OK to confirm. Now we get additional sum rows in our table. To reverse this action, we go back to this icon in the top menu and click this icon and click OK to remove the sum rows. For example, we can go in 2008 with the right click and we can add additional column, for example one for the index. So now this column shows comparison of data of 2008 compared to 2009. We can click back on by markets and years bookmark to get back our original table. We can select this icon in the top menu and we can type here over the text script 2009-2008. We click on examples and select this icon. Here, where there is nil, we type 1, and when there is 1, we type nil. So we can get a comparison of 2009 to 2008 data. When we have done that, we click on OK. Now we get an additional column where the data of 2009 is compared to the data from 2008. To remove this column, we go back to this icon on the top menu and we select Remove. Step 12 is about adding comments. We go to the top menu and click on this icon. Here we can see comments from this table and we can add a new one. For example, we can type one, pay attention to market Germany. And then we can add comment on our list. We close the window. In step 13, we'll look into notifications. Your company can set their own mail notifications or even alerts for their smartphones. In mail, they can add bookmarks that were prepared in Tomas.Mis. First, we go to the top menu and select Help. Here, we go under Reports. We click on the Reports and we select DSE Group. Click with the right click and we go under Edit Alarms. Here we can see bookmarks that were put in this section under the mail alarms. We can click on the button to add new alarm. For alarm name we can put in inventories. We condition type, we select all bookmark. Then we click forward. Then we click forward 3 times until we get a list of all created bookmarks. Then we go here, we select inventories and warehouses, and we click forward. Click finish, so the bookmark is added to our mail alert list. We can even set schedule when mail will be sent and when other users will receive emails. And you can also have multiple mail contents. You can also set alarm on results of certain cells on a specific bookmark, so users can get notification when a certain value is below expected.